What if I told you that most IELTS students get the Task 2 discussion essay completely wrong? They try to force their opinion into the wrong paragraphs, discuss random points, and drop a brief thought at the end of their answer. That exact approach is what secretly keeps them stuck at a band 5. But the high-scoring students don't guess their structure. They use a very specific 5-paragraph framework. Today, I'm going to show you this exact framework that checks every single box the examiner is looking for in a discussion essay. Let's get started. Whenever you approach a discussion essay, it's important to break it down into clear sections. First, we have the introduction, where you introduce the topic. Then we move to body paragraph 1, where you'll present the first argument. Next is body paragraph 2, where you'll discuss the opposing view. After that, you'll include a special paragraph just for your opinion. And finally, you'll wrap it all up with a conclusion. This framework helps your essay flow smoothly and makes it easy for the examiner to follow your ideas. Now that you understand the structure, let's look at how you can apply this to a real question. Some people argue that the public should be allowed to have guns, while others disagree. Discuss both views and give your opinion. This is a typical discussion essay question. It asks you to talk about both sides of the argument and then share your own opinion. Now, let's break down the question into 3 parts. First, we have argument 1. Some people argue that the public should be allowed to have guns. This is one side of the debate. Then, there's argument 2. While others disagree. This is the opposing side. Lastly, we have the instruction. Discuss both views and give your opinion. This is what you need to do in your essay. Explain both arguments and then clearly state your opinion. Understanding these parts is key to writing a good essay. It helps you know exactly what you need to cover. So, how do you start your essay? We always begin with the introduction. The introduction is all about setting the stage. And we will use a 2-step approach for this. In the first sentence, paraphrase the question statement. This means rephrasing the question in your own words. In the second sentence, introduce the body paragraphs. Briefly mention what you'll discuss in the upcoming paragraphs. Keep it short and sweet. Your intro should be just 2 to 3 sentences long. This way, you'll have a clear and focused introduction that sets the tone for the rest of your essay. However, to craft the perfect introduction, you need to master paraphrasing. So let's understand it first. Paraphrasing is when you take the original sentence and rewrite it in your own words, without changing the meaning. For example, take the question statement. Some people argue that the public should be allowed to have guns while others disagree. We can paraphrase it like this. While some individuals advocate for the public's right to bear arms, others firmly oppose this notion. Notice how the meaning stays the same, but the language becomes more formal and natural. In the original sentence, I replace "some people argue" with "some individuals advocate for," because it sounds more formal and professional. I also changed "the public should be allowed to have guns" to "the public's right to bear arms" by using a synonym and rephrasing it for variety. For others disagree, I wrote, others firmly oppose this notion, to make the disagreement stronger and clearer. The key is to use synonyms, change word order, and add slight details to make your paraphrasing smooth and natural. Now that we've paraphrased the question, it's time to write your thesis statement. Thesis statement is the second and final sentence of your introduction. This is a very important part of your introduction, because it tells the reader what your essay is all about and where you stand on the topic. So, how do you write a good thesis statement? Convey the main ideas. In one sentence, briefly mention the key points you'll discuss in your essay. This sets up the structure for the rest of your essay. Reflect your personal opinion. Clearly state your own opinion on the topic. This helps the examiner understand your viewpoint right from the start. For example, you might write something like this. While some believe that public access to guns enhances personal safety, I argue that strict gun control is essential to reducing violence in society. In this thesis statement, I clearly expressed my opinion by stating, I argue that strict gun control is essential to reducing violence in society. This makes my stance clear to the examiner from the very beginning of my essay. I also gave a hint about the coming paragraphs by mentioning public access to guns enhances personal safety, and strict gun control reduces violence, showing I will discuss both views. A good thesis not only states your opinion, but also outlines the focus of your essay to guide the reader. When the examiner reads this thesis statement, they should immediately understand what your essay will discuss and where you stand on the issue. Now that we've got the introduction ready, let's move on to body paragraph 1. This paragraph is where you'll present the first argument from the question. Here's a simple structure to follow. Present the argument. Start by clearly stating the first argument you'll discuss. Explain the argument. Provide an explanation or analysis to make your point clear and show why this argument is important. Give an example. Support the argument with a specific example that helps explain it better. Restate the argument. You can restate the argument in different words to emphasize it, but this step is optional. Let's see this in action with an example. Pause the video for a couple of minutes and read it. Now let's dissect this paragraph. Presentation of argument. The first sentence. Those in favor of public gun ownership often assert that it is a constitutional right that contributes to individual safety. This is the major point that we are going to elaborate on in this paragraph. To write a body paragraph, find a point that you are comfortable with and write it as the first sentence. After that, you can proceed with the explanation. Proponents argue that an armed citizenry serves as a deterrent to criminals, as potential wrongdoers may think twice before engaging in criminal activities if they are aware that their targets could be armed. The second sentence explains and justifies the main point that we wrote as the first sentence. Unfortunately, many IELTS candidates fail to write explanatory sentences, so it's not just about stating points. You have to provide a detailed explanation. You can write 1 to 3 sentences for explanation, depending on your requirement, length of sentences, and demand of word count. Then we have the example. In states with lenient gun laws, such as Texas, proponents argue that crime rates have decreased due to the potential risks faced by criminals, which backs up the argument with a specific case. Here, we highlight a specific scenario to support our main point and explanation, because an example adds credibility to your argument. Make sure to include one example in each body paragraph. For more guidance, you can check out the free PDF on how to write examples given in the description. Finally, the last sentence. In essence, this perspective emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility for one's safety. Restating the point will give a sense of conclusion to your body paragraph. This structure keeps your paragraph clear and easy to follow. Next, let's move on to body paragraph 2. The structure is the same as the first body paragraph, but here you'll discuss the opposing argument. Pause the video and go through the paragraph. Let's analyze body paragraph 2. Just like in body paragraph 1, we start with a strong point, but this time we are supporting the opposite side. The topic sentence reads, conversely, opponents of widespread gun ownership stress the need for stringent regulations to prevent gun-related violence. Now, let's delve into the explanation. They emphasize the potential dangers associated with easy access to firearms, citing instances where individuals with mental health issues or criminal intent have caused devastating harm. This explanation provides solid reasons to support the main point. Next, we add an example. Advocates of this viewpoint argue that countries with stricter gun control laws, like Japan or Australia, have lower rates of gun violence and mass shootings. If we mentioned the case of Texas in body paragraph 1 to support gun ownership, here we use Japan and Australia to illustrate the opposing perspective. Finally, we conclude the paragraph with a restatement. Stricter regulations, they argue, could help mitigate these risks and protect public safety. Now it's time to clearly present your own views on the topic in the opinion paragraph. The opinion you present here should be the same stand you take in the introduction. The opinion paragraph needs not to be too detailed and elaborate. Some students often ask, do I really need to write my opinion paragraph? That's a good question. Sometimes while writing the essay, you might feel that your conclusion and my opinion paragraph look the same and have the almost same ideas. In that case, it's okay not to write a separate opinion paragraph. However, if you feel that you have more points to convey and could maintain a clear distinction between opinion and conclusion, go for it. Listen very carefully. In the IELTS exam, it's important to stay flexible and use common sense. Each paragraph should build logically on the previous one, creating a clear and cohesive response to the question. That's exactly where this 5-part framework gives you the advantage, helping you decide what to include and what to leave out. Now pause the video and read this opinion paragraph. Here you can see that we have stated our viewpoint with great clarity and precision. In my opinion, while personal safety is important, the risks associated with widespread gun ownership outweigh the potential benefits. Stricter regulations would help reduce the chances of firearms falling into the wrong hands, and would likely lead to a decrease in gun-related incidents. Along with this, you can also add a personal example to strengthen your cause. But that's not a must. Finally, it's time to wrap up your response with a clear and concise conclusion. Writing the conclusion for your IELTS discussion essay is quite simple. It just needs to do 2 things. Firstly, summarize the main points from both sides of the argument. Then, give your final opinion clearly. Clearly say which side you agree with, and give a short reason why. Your opinion should be consistent with what you've said earlier in the essay. Keep it short. You don't need to add any new information or examples here. A conclusion is just to wrap things up. You just need to write 2 to 3 sentences. Have a look at our example conclusion. In conclusion, while some argue that gun ownership enhances personal safety, others contend that stricter gun control is essential to curbing violence. From my perspective, implementing stronger regulations is a more effective way to safeguard public safety, as it minimizes the risk of firearms falling into the wrong hands and contributes to a more secure society. As you can see here, in the first sentence we summarize body para 1 and 2. If you are a beginner, it would take some practice to summarize everything in one sentence. It's all about selecting the keywords and presenting it properly. And that's it. Just remember, the conclusion should always summarize the discussion with your final opinion. Oh, and one more thing. Begin the conclusion either with the phrase "to conclude" or "in conclusion," and avoid writing informal phrases such as "in a nutshell," "to sum up," and "all in all." Mastering this 5-paragraph structure is a huge step toward your target band score. But to consistently hit band 7, 8, or 9, you need a complete system, and we have 2 ways to get you there. The fastest route is our IELTS Writing Masterclass. It comes with 20+ on-demand lessons, advanced vocabulary and grammar structures, full sample answers, and the exact time management strategy you need on test day. The Masterclass is on sale right now for $55. And the first 100 people to use code WRITE15 get an extra 15% off. Once those 100 slots are gone, this offer won't be coming back. Link's in the description. Grab it before it expires. Now, if you've already tried studying on your own and you know you need expert guidance, personalized feedback, essay corrections, and real accountability, our one-on-one coaching is built for you. We offer expert-led programs that align with your unique IELTS goals. Not sure which plan fits your situation? Book a free consultation. One of our expert trainers will pinpoint exactly where you're losing points and build you a custom study plan. No pressure, no commitment. All the links are in the description. If you're going the Masterclass route, don't forget to use WRITE15 before the 100 spots are gone. Let's get you to that target score.